Peoples, back with another update. Good afternoon. Al Jazeera News reports Israeli army says plans in place for resumption of war in Gaza. The Israeli army announced that its chief of staff approved plans for the continuation of fighting in a brief post on its X account. It did not provide additional details on what the plans entailed exactly or when the fighting would resume. This is the last day of the current pause in Israel's war on Gaza, but negotiations to extend the truce continue. Truce, captive, and prisoner swap. Monday is the fourth and final day of the agreed truce between Israel and Hamas, although mediators are working to extend the deal. Since Friday, Hamas has released 58 people, including citizens of Israel, Thailand, the United States, and Russia. Israel has released 117 Palestinians from its prisons. Hamas is expected to release 11 captives on Monday. An 84-year-old Israeli captive was rushed to the emergency unit of a hospital shortly after being released by Hamas on Sunday, according to the director of the hospital where she is being treated. The Palestinian Islamic Jihad, PIJ, is evaluating an extension of the truce deal, its senior leader D. Shahab told Al Jazeera on Monday. He added that the PIJ is committed to the interests of the Palestinian people more than anything else. Israel's foreign minister said on Sunday that it would summon the Irish ambassador for not adequately condemning Hamas in a tweet celebrating the release of 9-year-old captive Emily Han. Human impact and fighting. Although Gaza skies have witnessed a break in relentless bombardment, attacks are continuing in the occupied West Bank. Israeli forces carried out overnight raids and prevented an ambulance from reaching a refugee camp to help injured Palestinians, according to Al Jazeera Arabic and videos verified by Al Jazeera's Sanad news agency. Hospitals struck by Israeli bombardment before the truce, including Al Shifa and the Indonesian hospital, are struggling to cope with damaged and wounded patients. 3 men of Palestinian descent studying in the U.S. were shot in Burlington, Vermont on Sunday. The 20-year-olds were wearing what we'll call a K and are suspected to have been targeted in a hate motivated crime, according to authorities. Their families have issued a joint statement calling on law enforcement to conduct a thorough investigation. Thousands of protesters blocked New York City's Manhattan Bridge on Sunday, demanding a permanent Gaza ceasefire. Two ballistic missiles reported to have been fired from Houthi controlled areas of Yemen landed near a U.S. vessel off the Gulf of Aden on Sunday, according to the U.S. Central Command. The U.S. has arrested 5 people in a suspected hijacking attempt of an Israeli linked ship on Sunday, according to the U.S. Navy. Right now I'm going to stop reading. I'm going to give some commentary. Here's a 17-year-old kid, Palestinian kid. I want to say his name right. Naim. Ahmed Abu Naim. I believe that's how you say that. But he's been an Israeli captive. I would call him a political prisoner. Situations like this and things that I'm about to point out have gone over people's heads. So what am I speaking about? Well, there's probably people that would say, well, he probably was a part of, the group of Palestinians that like to go to the border and throw rocks and throw things at the Israeli troops and all this, that, and the third. And I get that part. And so they'll say that he was detained in some criminal act that he was conducting in participation, maybe at the border or something against the Israeli troops, right? That's what they'll say. But something that's going over people's heads, and I like for people to take notice to, is the fact that Israel even has prisoners to swap with Hamas. And it's like, I know the prisoners that they're swapping are not the most foul, the most dangerous, the most aggressive criminals that have ever done something against Israel or the Israeli people. So I know they're not letting them go. So these people that they are letting go, these women, these children, these kids, these teenagers, these are people that virtually have nothing to really do with anything. No, these are people that have been taken to effectively hurt mentally the minds of people who may be loved ones of Hamas, who may be thought to be affiliated with people from Hamas. So this is a tactic where the Israeli military, the Israeli government has decided to go kidnap people, go arrest people and imprison people, falsely. You understand? And then the event that happens on October 7th, if you look at it in its contrast, what it seems to me to be is a retaliation of, you have taken my family members, you have taken my people. And it seems like the only response, the only thing that you effectively respect, that you effectively respond to, is me taking yours. And so it seems like the what they'll call terrorist attack, the kidnapping and the taking of hostages. But now they're doing prisoner swaps and hostage exchanges, and the Israelis have prisoners to swap. And I think this is going over everybody's head. How is it that you have women and children to release to Hamas? Where did these women and children come from? Where did these teenagers come from? You're really just a bloodthirsty, murderous regime who's been bent on the destruction of the Palestinians since the day you've occupied their land. I know there's many of you out there who probably share the same sentiment. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you feel. Once again, always remember, stay vigilant, stay safe. Peace.